Imagine if I were to tell you that everything in your life could go exactly the way it should, no matter what. Think about the sense of peace you would have if fear, doubt, and anxiety had not defined your life. Sound too good to be true? The great Neville Goddard, who has long been a visionary in the field of how wishes fulfilled and the law of attraction transform your life, subscribed to not only be possible, but necessary for creating an infinite life. But how? The trick is to behave as if things always go your way. This is not just about putting on a face until you make it. It is about adapting a different mindset that transforms your whole world. 1. The power of assumption. That is not what Neville Goddard was saying with his teachings. He preached the gospel of assumption. What you assume to be true eventually becomes hard fact. Sounds simple, right? However, we almost all project the worst. We care about results, we orientation difficulties, and are afraid of mistakes. What could happen if you changed that story? What if you began making choices with the assumption that it always works out for your highest good? It would be better to say this is not positive thinking. This is about changing the reality. If you act as though everything is done in your favor, not only are you believing the best will happen, but that it must. And you start to act differently because of what is expected. You begin going through life with swagger. Everything happens for a reason. This too shall pass, and all things work out together for your good. 2. Rewriting your story. Just think about how much you are repetitive in the way you narrate yourself in a daily manner. Do they exude skepticism, fear, or hesitation? Confident, faithful, and positive? Neville Goddard used to say that it is through this fiction of life called a story, how we tell stories, this while giving its conception and part in our lives, whatever being both que confiere realeza, configure our reality. If you believe things will go wrong, they probably will at some point. If you start operating as if everything falls into place easily for you, those stories will, over time, change. Try waking up every day and believing that each new day is going to be spectacular. So there is that, you take it with you. And the next thing, doors are opening. Opportunities arise. Obstacles turn into stepping stones rather than hurdles. It's not magic, it's mindset. The energy of success is not only magnetic, it also creates alignment with your truth. 3. The ripple effect. You might be saying, but can it really be that easy? Please realize that being confident in acting as if everything will always fall into place does not equate to a journey with no hurdles. You cannot expect Bhagwan to do all for you. I mean, life has its own ups and downs. But the difference is when you live with that attitude, those downs do not devastate your plans. Instead, they are lessons along the journey, part of your creation story to make you unbreakable. Because when you act as though everything goes your way, it has that tingling vibration of the domino effect in reverse. That confidence will surge, and your actions get stronger and bolder. The energy around you goes magnet. People start to notice. They are drawn to your positivity, how you never seem rattled under pressure, and believe that things will turn out all right. It has a ripple effect. It affects everyone around you. Now all of a sudden, you are not just improving your reality, but rather enhancing others too. 4. The science behind the mindset. You might be skeptical. Will something so simple as pretending everything is fixed truly have an impact? Psychology and neuroscience research certainly indicate that it might. When you believe that something good is going to happen, your brain starts releasing endorphins which improve moods and reduce stress, as well as other chemicals start firing positive neuron connections in the neurons. This creates a wonderful feedback loop. The more you believe that things will turn out as positive outcomes, the more your brain carries on believing this, which means doing brilliantly useful stuff becomes even easier. But it is not merely about the brain. And as you walk around expecting success, suddenly opportunities open up where others see only obstructions. You take risks that pay off. You keep going when others quit. But little by little, those small actions add up to bigger and bigger wins. 5. Take the leap. So, how do you start? It's simple. Begin today. Instead, when you are in the middle of a decision, ask this question: how would I act right now if I knew it all worked out? Then, do that. Make it a habit. Whenever those doubts rear their ugly heads, tell yourself that is all part of it. Have faith in the invisible hand of fate and keep on moving as if everything always goes your way. Neville Goddard may be a bit eccentric, but the essence of his message is this: you are able to control your reality. You are not changing your thoughts when you use the mindset that everything works out for me, but instead making a life change. Make the jump and see for yourself how everything in your immediate environment shifts to accommodate you at its peak. Sometimes pretending that everything will work out is all it takes.